EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Moore on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off play action, Murray. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow will throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Murray now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins from 10 yards out. And the Cards lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second and very short. Burrow over the middle. Catch made by Driver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Murray off play action. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Play fake. Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
The kicker on the point after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
11 MT, 11 MT. You got nothing. 11, 11. 46
Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And it's caught. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Burrow's throw taken in by Moss. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On third down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
46 to Mike. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 46.
Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Burrow on play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Buying time to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Mike's 5'9",
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. I can't believe they even let you play. 46.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First down, Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Murray. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 21 yards away. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Now Burrow on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fair.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals add on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
49, Bengals 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Play action. It's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game.
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Yeah, let's get a second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike's 22, Mike's 11, Thomas. Here we go, T.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question in my...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Back to throw it, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.